Okay, so our first spot's Camp Cod. Now, as the water level's gone down this season, it's become more popular because, well, there's a massive house, there's another couple places. So, usually one trio may land here, but most of the time we get out uncontested, and it looks like we have it now. Alright, so one person can land at the big house, another person can land over here where I'm landing, and there's also a green barn which another person can land. Everyone can get about 3 chests each, bunch of floor loot. Oh, it looks like we've got a mythic chest here. Got lucky. So if you don't feel like you've got enough loot, you can just come over here to the little farm by the big house, get some extra loot there. There's usually a chest and a floor spawn. Now over at the barn, there's this little tower here which has a chest in, and once you go in the barn there's actually a bunch of crates, so you can get max wood pretty easy, and there's also a chest spawn there. Now at the big house there's a chest in the roof. You've got an underground place where there's usually a chest or two, some floor loot spawns. And if you come up here to the second floor, there will be a chest in here. And then there's also one out here. Now this is at the edge of the map, so you may think it'll be quite hard to rotate if you need to go a wilds zone, but there's actually quite a few ways, because there's a whirlpool which you can use, and there's also 2 ways that I like to rotate. So we're just going up here at the moment. There's a bunch of houses around the edge of the map, and this is the alternate way that you can go over the other side of the map. Okay, so the second location is Orchard. Now, you'll probably all be familiar with this from other seasons, but it's still a really good place to land, because you've got 2 houses with all decent amount of chests, and a barn, which also has good floor loot and a couple chests. And if you get in early game fights, there's a bunch of cabbages and apples on the floor which you can use to heal up and get back to full. There's also a bunch of trees, a bunch of rocks, so you can get to max wood and brick pretty easily. So there's usually 1 or 2 trios coming here, but it looks like this time we've got it to ourselves. As I said, there's a lot of heals here, as you can see by my inventory, and there's still loads of cabbages to get. When you need to rotate, you can always go up to the hill with like the 1 chest on it, or you can just go into frenzy.
Idiot for saying that.
No!
Ah, unlucky. You got diddled.
Definitely. In creative, you'd have killed him and then got out. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the next location is the Boogie Boat. Now this has got a surprising amount of loot. It's got about 6 chests on it and loads of floor loot. There's also some surrounding islands which you can go to as well to loot up. You usually have one person from the trio go in boogie boat, and then the other two go into the islands. So there are also some good ways to rotate. You can use the Whirlpool by Slurpee, and you can get over to the henchman base and use the chopper if you want, or you could just run to zone. Right, the fourth location is the yacht. This is probably the most popular place out of all these, but still you only get 3 trios at max going there. Usually only 1 or 2. The reason we've chosen this one is because it has loads of loot. There's loads of chests, loads of floor spawns. Now it doesn't look like anyone else came here, which means we can get all the loot to ourselves. So as you can see, I've already got 2 guns and I've literally just landed. There's also a chest here and another gun. So because the zone's quite far away, we're using the Whirlpool to rotate. If it's not that far away, you can always go over to Craggy and loot up a bit more. So the final location is Lighthouse. Now, we chose Lighthouse just because, well, it's got houses just off the edge of the island near it. There's also a house on the Lighthouse island, so you can have 1 or 2 people go Lighthouse, and then the others go to the houses at the edge of the island. So usually you get 1 trio landing here. It's not a very popular place. Looks like a trio did land here this time though. Okay, so the people who came here decided to come and push us, but because we had height, we had the advantage. So we've killed them, got all the loot that they got from the houses, so they've just done the looting for us.